Alanis, and welcome back to Art with Alanis. This week I'm going to cover the color wheel. We have our red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And our primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. And these colors are used to make your secondary colors, which are purple, green, and orange. To make purple, you use red and blue. To make green, you use blue and yellow. And to make orange, you use yellow and red. Now, we also have something called warm colors and cool colors. Warm colors are associated with things that are hot. Like when you think of the sun, you think of hot. So your warm colors are your reds, your orange, and your yellows. Cool colors, you think of ice. And ice is typically blue. So your cool colors are purple, blue, and green. We also have something called complementary colors, which are colors that complement each other on the opposite of the color wheel. So opposite of the red would be green. Opposite of orange would be blue. Opposite of yellow would be purple. Now over to the drawing station so I can show you how to draw with crayons and colored pencils. When drawing with color, it's important to think of your color as you are drawing with a pencil. You're going to do your shading like normal, pressing down, then lightly bring it up. The difference between a pencil and a crayon is the texture. Crayons are more oily, and they don't get dark as quickly as a pencil does. And they are a little bit more difficult to shade just because of the oil texture. But if you keep practicing, you'll get the hang of it. And another thing with color is that it's not all the same type of darkness. Some colors are lighter than others, like orange is lighter than purple. Yellow is obviously the lightest out of all of them. So you're going to have to apply more color to make it more vibrant. Another cool thing with crayons and drawing color in general is, let's say I want to make this part darker. You could take a brown crayon and go in, and it starts to look darker than it was before. You see how I have two complementary colors next to each other? Complementary colors are colors that look good with each other, like purple and yellow, orange and blue. They're also colors that are seen in nature together. And then you have your green and your red. Now we're going to move to colored pencils. Again, drawing with colored pencils is just much like drawing with a pencil, except colors aren't as dark as graphite. So with colored pencils, they have the same texture as they do with regular pencils. So it's more easily to shade. Just like the crayons, your colors aren't as dark. So what you can do is take a brown colored pencil, bring in some brown to make it darker. A really cool thing that I did when I started drawing with color is I used blue and brown, just blue and brown. The blue acted as my lighter shade, and the brown acted as my darker shade, because brown is darker than blue. Drawing with color definitely does take some practice, but you'll eventually get the hang of it. Drawing with color can be difficult at first, so remember to be patient with yourself. Next week, we're going to go over watercolors. Until next time, stay creative.